Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 8 such specimens to examine. 8 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine, and we will be examining these in minute detail. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, and get ready to enjoy the fun. Presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. We've got us a TTM Monday. As the rest of the world begins another week of the same old thing, we're going to help you ease the pain there a little bit with some TTMs. We're also going to tell you how you could win this beautiful Topps Now Victor Wembanyama first pitch card. Look at that. Look at the big man there. Threw out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium. If you'd like to win one of these Victor W first pitch cards, just keep watching. We'll tell you a little bit later. It's going to be our TTM Monday, and we're giving away a Topps First Pitch VW card. Now, before we get started on our TTMs, let me show you this card right here. Look at that. Let me put Victor W right there. That's an autographed football card signed by Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. Now, I want you to notice something as you look at that sweet old Topps card. Look at that beautiful old Topps card. That's a 1978 Topps card. Ted's nickname is the Mad Stork, and he's going to be a little bit mad when I point this out. Ted Hendricks. If you notice up here in our TTM Hall of Shame, look right over, we got on the top of this column right here. Ted Hendricks. I sent him a card last summer. He sent me back a very curt letter demanding $60 for his signature. I could not do that. I still have his letter. I'm going to send him that letter back. I'm going to get on that Sharpie. I'm going to get my blue Sharpie here, and I'm going to put a big LOL on it. And I'm going to include a packing slip I got from eBay for the purchase of this. $1.49 on eBay. I'm going to send that to Ted Hendricks. You can put LOL. I saved $58.51. Now it says on here, I got this on an eBay auction, to Bill, but you know what? To save $58.51, I don't mind changing my name to Bill. Ted Hendricks wanted $60 to sign a TTM. I said, no way, pal. Come on, give me a break. Lo and behold, on eBay, $1.49. So any of you out there, I wouldn't pay $60 for Ted Hendricks when you can get one on eBay for $1.49. Ted overpriced himself. He's going to be a little mad when he opens up that letter and he sees that. The Mad Stork. Check that out. Look at that. Yes, sirree. Good things happen to good people, and I got me a Ted Hendricks autograph card for $1.49 on eBay. Okay. Ted Hendricks. Isn't that a sweet card, though? I really like that. It's nice having an autograph card from a football Hall of Famer, the Mad Stork. $1.49 special as compared to his begging price of $60. All right, let's get on with some real, genuine TTMs on our TTM Monday. And remember, we'll tell you how you could win that first pitch card. TTM number 1. Coming to us from Portlandia. That's coming to us courtesy. Who's that? You see that name on there? That is Mr. Rick Wise sending to us from Portlandia. See that? Richard Wise from Portlandia. The only thing is a mystery is did he sign it? Let's cut this bad boy open and see if Rick Wise signed our TTM. Rick Wise. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful 1970 Topps card. Indeed, it is autographed by Rick Wise. That is nice looking, isn't it? Beautiful. Look at that sweet old 70 Topps card. Rick Wise, 77 years old. Pretty good pitcher throughout the 1970s for the Phillies, Cardinals, and Red Sox. Two-time All-Star. He finished his career 188 wins, 181 losses, 3.69 earned run average, 138 complete games. That is 134 more than the great Jacob deGrom. 30 shutouts. That's 28 more than deGrom. And he won a career-best 19 games for the 1975 AL champion Red Sox. And he got the win pitching in relief in that famous Carlton Fisk walk-off Game 6 of the World Series, one of the greatest World Series games of all time. Rick Wise was the winning pitcher. He's also a pretty good hitter. He had 15 career home runs. Rick Wise, thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Look at that sweet 1970 Topps card. Look at that. He used to beat up on the Mets pretty good. 7-3 lifetime mark versus the Mets as of at the end of 1969. Rick Wise, thank you, sir. That is a good one to start a TTM Monday. Rick Wise, beautiful. All right, let's see what we got next. This one feels a little thick. Hopefully we don't have a price list in there like we got from old Ted Hendricks last summer. Let's see. This is coming to us somewhere out there in the cosmos. The that behind all that has dropped us something in our mailbox. Let's see. Let's cut it open and see what we got from the that behind all that. Gotta get this. Looks like we got a note in. Oh, it's our note, not a price list. We got our card in here. Let's see. We got a beautiful 1969 Topps card signed by old Dan Coombs. Beautiful. He is now 81 years old. Boy, that signature came out nice. Looks like he used maybe like a black flare pen, and that looks sweet. Look at that 69 Topps card signed by 81-year-old Dan Coombs. He was a starter and reliever in his 9-year career. The first 7 with the Astros, the last 2 with the Padres. Lifetime record, 19 wins, 27 losses, 4.08 earned run average, 2 saves. Now, he only had 1 shutout. So on the all-time shutout list, he's still 1 behind Jacob deGrom. But he had 5 complete games, so he's 1 ahead of deGrom on the all-time complete game list. Dan Coombs, look at that sweet 1969 Topps card. Look at that. This is Dan nailed down 4 wins coming out of the bullpen last year. Good job, Dan. Dan Coombs, thank you, sir. Let me see if he answered any questions on the note. 81 years old. All right, let's see what he Let's see what he put on here. I said, did you like playing for the Astros or Padres better? He circled Astros. And then I said, who was the toughest hitter you ever faced? Tony Perez of the Cincinnati Reds. Beautiful. Tony Perez, he was a great hitter. Old first baseman for the Cincinnati Reds. Thank you, Mr. Coombs. Really appreciate you answering those questions and beautifully signing that 1969 Topps card. That came out great. Excellent. Got that vintage card autographed. Sweet looking with black flare. All right, this one here. It's coming to us from Atlanta Metro. Atlanta Metro. Atlanta Metrosexual. Let's see what we got from Metrosexual Atlanta. Looks like we got two 1969 Topps cards signed by Mr. Pat Jarvis. Beautiful signatures on those sweet old Topps cards. Pat Jarvis, he's now 82 years old. Pitched 8 years in the big leagues, first 7 with Atlanta. Then he did a year with Montreal. Starter for his first 6 seasons, had a career record. Not too bad, 85 wins, 73 losses with a pretty decent 3.58 earned run average. He had 42 complete games, leaving him 38 ahead of Jacob deGrom on the all-time list. 8 career shutouts. That's 4 times as many as the legendary Hall of Famer deGrom. 4 times as many as the legendary Hall of Famer deGrom. Unbelievable. Let's see what else. His best year was 1968 with Atlanta. Won 16 games, lost 12 at a 2.60 ERA. He did lose Game 3 of the 1969 playoffs to the Miracle Mets, and he also served up Ernie Banks' career home run number 500. After his baseball career, he was the sheriff of DeKalb County down there in Georgia, but in 1999 was convicted of fraud and had to serve 15 months in a federal prison. Got himself into a little bit of trouble, but at 82 years old now, he's probably on the straight and narrow. We thank him for signing these two. Look at these 1969 Topps cards. Pat Jarvis. Beautiful. Look at those sweet old cards. Thank you, Mr. Jarvis. Those are 2 great cards we're glad to add to our collection. Pat Jarvis, how about that? All right, what do we got next? This one's coming to us from Cleveland, Ohio. What do we got coming to us from the state of Ohio? I don't know. Let's open it up and see. Cleveland, Ohio. We got a special note. I get a little nervous when I see a special note. Oh, boy. I got a card wrapped in a special note. We got this first Bowman card returned to us by hotshot Penn State quarterback Drew Allar. His Bowman U first card. We got a little something on the note. I apologize, but per my agreement with Topps, I am unable to sign your card. Thank you for understanding. Well, you might have thanked me a little prematurely because I don't really understand. You got to be kidding me. What would it matter if he had signed this card? What was Topps going to do, sue him? Come on. This is the hot shot 5-star. It's going to be Penn State starting QB this year. As if it would matter to Topps if he actually signed this and sent it back to some old man in Michigan. He didn't even sign the note. Look at that. He wouldn't even sign the note. At the very least, I could have had an autograph rejection note from Drew Allar. That would have been something. He didn't even sign the note. Drew Allar. Well, we got one more reason to hate Penn State. Look at that. Drew Allar, he says, per my agreement with Topps, I can't sign. Let's see. We got Jerry Sandusky, Joe Paterno, that professor who just got arrested for bestiality. And now we got Drew Allar. Penn State hero, Drew Allar. Look at that. He didn't even sign the note. All right. You can't win them all. Drew Allar. But you know what? I still got me a Ted Hendricks for $1.49. Okay. Let's move on to our next TTM. Oh my goodness. This might be the TTM of the year. I know that name right there. I bet a lot of you don't recognize that name. That's not Andre Thornton. That's David Thornton, coming to us from New York, New York, one of the most important cities in the world. The people there love their city and are proud of it. They believe by the mere fact that they live in New York that they're better than other people. There's something about that New York air that just fuses into their DNA strand and makes them a special kind of person from New York to Big Apple. But we got one of our greatest TTM returns ever from Mr. David Howard Thornton. Let's just hope it's signed. Let's hope he didn't have some agreement where he couldn't sign my custom art card. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I'm a little bit nervous after that Drew Allar. I was thinking this might be my greatest return of the year. What if he has some kind of secret agreement he couldn't sign? Let's see. Here's my custom art card. Is it signed? Oh, beautiful. Look at that. He went all out. Beautiful. David Howard Thornton, 43 years old. Art the Clown from the Terrifier movie. Look at that. He not only signed it, he put Art the Clown, and he drew the clown face there. Oh, he went all out. Thank you, David Howard Thornton, for signing that custom art card. This might be the return of the year. Art the Clown. Fantastic. Like I said, David Howard Thornton, 43 years old. The actor was born in Huntsville, Alabama. He's most famous, of course, for playing Art the Clown in Terrifier and Terrifier 2. Tremendous physical acting performance. Does not speak a word in either film, but manages to express his sadistic humor, cruelty, rage, and general disappointment with the human race through his body language and facial expressions. If you haven't seen either of the Terrifier movies, you got a strong stomach, go ahead and watch them. Very enjoyable if you like that type of thing. Terrifier 3's already in the books for next year. And Mr. David Howard Thornton's Art the Clown is well on his way to becoming one of horror's great cult villains, right up there with Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers. Really glad to get this one back. That's one of our all-time favorites, David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown, from the Terrifier universe. Like I said, if you like those, they're not really horror movies. They're more like arty expressions and kind of a sadistic humor and cruelty. Unusual films, but very well done if you like that type of thing. Very imaginative exercises in cruelty. The Terrifier universe, Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton. Thank you, sir. And he went all out on it, too. He didn't just slap his name on it. Printed his character name and drew the clown face. Beautiful. One of our best returns, I do believe. All right, what's a great TT, and that makes more than makes up for Drew Allar Afraid. that Topps is going to spank him. All right. This one here is coming to us. Santa Clarita, California. Let's see what we got coming to us. All the way from the Golden State. Let's see. Oh, two more 1969 Topps vintage cards signed by Mr. San Diego Padre Tom Dukes. These are beautiful. Old Tom is now 80 years old. He relief pitcher, pitched parts of 6 seasons with 4 clubs. He had a dismal career record of 5 wins and 16 losses, 4.53 earned run average, 22 career saves. I guess if you had to pick a best year for Mr. Dukes, it was 1970 with San Diego. He won 1 game, he lost 6, but he did have a career-high 10 saves with a 4.04 earned run average in 53 games. Mr. Tom Dukes, look at that sweet old 69 Topps card. Look at that little cartoon. He saved 3 games for the Astros in 1968. Tom Dukes, thank you, sir. Really appreciate you signing 2 1969 Topps cards. Outstanding. There's some good returns. Now we got one coming to us from Montana. Look at that. Billings, Montana. What have we got from Billings, Montana? That is hard to believe. Billings, Montana. Ted Kaczynski's relatives or something? What do we got? Oh, boy, I've been waiting a long time for this one. 1990 Topps All-Star cards signed by Mr. Jeff Ballard. Beautiful. Jeff is now 59 years old. Pitched 7 years, 5 with Baltimore, 2 with the Pirates. Career record 41 wins, 53 losses, 4.71 earned run average. He had 1 great All-Star year, 1989, as it says on the card. He was 18-8. So the other 6 years of his career was 23-45. That's pretty rough. His career ended in 1995 after he broke his neck in a car accident. Jeff Ballard, thank you for signing that sweet old 1990 Topps All-Star card. Look at that. That is beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Ballard. All right, well, we got one TTM left coming to us from Greensboro. We better not forget about our... Let's tell you right now how you can win this beautiful 2023 Topps Now first pitch card signed by NBA number 1 overall draft choice teenage prodigy VW. Just involved in a crazy incident with Britney Spears where she was chasing him down madly through the hotels of Las Vegas, desperately clawing and scratching at him, almost begging for his attention. Pathetic. And his bodyguard kind of slapped her hand away, and she ended up punching herself in her own face. And VW just kept walking, barely even noticed the commotion. Teenage basketball prodigy, although his debut in the Summer League was not that great. But, hey, somebody might want a VW Topps first pitch card. What do you got to do to win that? You know, I should have put on here on this note. Let me get the note here first. Enter VW, enter hashtag VW in the comments field by 8 a.m. July 15, 2023. Sorry, U.S. mailing address only, no foreigners, can't go to Ukraine. I also should have put down here, but I will speak it out loud, which makes it an official rule. Britney Spears nor any of her relatives are eligible for this prize. All right. Remember that. Get that in the comments field. Hashtag VW. All right, let's get on to our... Oh, that's sad. It's a sad moment. Our last TTM on a TTM Monday. coming to us from Greensboro, North Carolina. Greensboro. Let's see what we got from Greensboro, North Carolina. Oh, beautiful. First Bowman card signed by the great prospect for the Pirates, Mr. Jace Bowen. Look at that. That is sweet. What is that Bible verse he put on there? Is that Philippians 4:13? Philippians 4:13, I do believe. Beautiful. Look at that. Love it. I love a young man who knows his Bible scriptures. Any young ball player that takes the time to sign a card, he's number one in our book. We wish him a speedy journey to the big leagues. That's a 2023 first Bowman card for Jace Bowen, prospect there for the Pirates. He's having a pretty good year. He was an 11th round pick in 2019 out of Old Catholic Central High School in Toledo. Last I checked a few days ago, I was looking at some minor league stats. He was leading the South Atlantic League with 55 RBIs, and he had 15 home runs. Now look at this fella. Unlike Drew Allar, the young man took the time to sign this card. I'm sure Topps must have some agreement. They got autograph cards in the Bowman set. They probably said, hey, don't sign anything. He signed it anyway. Jace Bowen, what a fine young man. He's got that Bible verse there, Philippians 4:13. Outstanding. That is beautiful. Love it. We wish him the best, a speedy journey to the Pirates. Jace Bowen, thank you, sir. 22 years old, fine young man. God bless you, sir. We wish you all the best. That is a great way to end our TTM Monday, getting a nice prospect to sign his first Bowman card. Jace Bowen, thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Well, that is it. We've come to the end. Come to the end of TTM Monday. Remember, if you want that VW card, just put hashtag VW in the comments. We've got to be in there by 8 a.m. July 15th. And not eligible are Britney Spears and any members of her family. Also can only send to a U.S. mailing address. Can't send it to Ukraine, sorry. Well, that's going to be it. We're just about ready to hit the stop button and dump yet another TTM video into the worldwide YouTube video airfill. We'll be back in a few days. I think the next video I'm going to do a kind of a different card rip. Open some different types of cards, different type of giveaway. I think you might like it. Getting a little tired of the old sports cards. Might do something a little different next time. Keep your eyes open for that. So if you're not subscribed, you want to subscribe so you'll know. And that reminds me, when we hit 1,200 subscribers, we're giving this away. 2021 Panini Chronicles draft picks. First off the line. 4 autographs. Oh, I would say you're probably going to get a Trevor Lawrence. You want one of those, be a subscriber. When we get to 1,200, we'll give it away. That's just about it. We'll see you, God willing, in a few days. Remember 2 things until then. First, get over to Amazon.com. Type in that author's name there. See that author's name right down there? That's your narrator. Type that and this book title into the search field at Amazon.com. This book will pop up. Well, this book is for people who, when that Monday morning rolls around, go, oh no, here we go again. Another week of the same old thing, scraping by, paycheck to paycheck. The bills are crushing me. World seems gray and dreary. Is there any escape out of this madhouse? People are shooting each other. People are fornicating and urinating on the streets. The world has gone mad. Nobody knows whether they're male or female or whatever. I can't take it anymore. And yet it's only Monday. I got 5 more days of being a robot till I get my 2 days off again. That's you. If you've been thrown into this crazy world from the blackness of the cosmic void, you had no clue what you were getting yourself into. You've been herded from birth into a so-called life that says it's all about going to school till you're 18 or 22 years old to get a good job so you can buy a bunch of stuff you don't even really need. But it distracts you from having a larger worldview. Well, you live like a robot just like they wanted you to, but from time to time you malfunctioned. You broke down and did some things you weren't proud of, or some things you shouldn't have done, or things were done to you that make you bitter or resentful. You feel hopeless. But one lucky day, that behind all that opened your eyes and he told you you've been sold a bill of goods. You lived the wrong way your whole life, but it's not too late. You can live a genuine, authentic life starting right now. Well, now what do you do, though? If you're interested in that type of thing, this is the book for you. But if you're easily offended or you just want to pretend the world's way is the right way, just go along with the rest of the sheeple, thinking things will get better, stay away. But if you're a big boy or a big girl or a big tranny, you can think for yourself, you just might like this book. So head on over to Amazon. Do me a favor, please buy this book. All right, that's it. We are now officially done. Like I said, God willing, we'll be back in a couple days. Remember to subscribe so you know about this different little card opening we're going to do on the next video. And until then, remember, enjoy the rest of your life.